Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a yoga practice with an intention of just focusing on our many blessings that God has blessed us with. It is so easy to get caught up in the many stressors of life, and sometimes we get overwhelmed, and life is hard, life is challenging. So it's really easy to get caught up in that. So I just wanted to share a yoga practice with you that focuses on an intention of just being content, focusing on your many blessings, thanking God for the many blessings that He has blessed you with, focusing on your health, focusing on people that love you, focusing on the things that you do have in life, and just being grateful and being content and being thankful for each day that we live every day, and just focusing on how we can be grateful every day, finding something that we're grateful for and just giving God thanks for that. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Make sure you like, comment, or subscribe, and I appreciate you watching today.
You want to come into a comfortable seated position, making sure to sit up nice and tall. Shoulders are back. You can relax the hands onto your knees and just take a moment to slow down the breathing, releasing any negative thoughts outside of this moment, and just remembering to stay present as we practice and focusing on our intention today, which is gratitude. Psalms 118, verse 28 through 29 says that you are my God, and I will give thanks to you. You are my God, I will exalt you. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So, as we practice today, make sure to focus on ways that we can be more grateful and be more content in our life. Inhaling in deeply and exhaling out slowly. We can practice to be more mindful. We can take time out each day to think about maybe 5 to 10 things that we're grateful for and make sure to give God thanks. So that is another thing that we can do to include more gratitude into our life. Appreciate the small things, remembering to be grateful for the little things that bring you some type of joy, whether that's just sitting outside reading a book or a bubble bath or spending time with our kids or a special friend, just finding joy in something that makes us happy. Reflect and remember the hard times. How has your life or current situation improved? What has God brought you out of when you truly needed Him? So just remembering and reflecting on maybe a really challenging time in life and just remembering how God brought us through that. You can bring your hands to heart center, thumbs at the sternum. Think about what you're grateful for today. What is something that you're grateful for in this present moment? Taking a moment to give thanks. Just focusing on our breathing here, inhaling in, filling up the lungs with air, and exhaling out slowly. And as we practice today, try to remember to focus on our intention, which is to bring more gratitude and contentment into our life. So just keeping that in mind as we practice today, and also keeping our breathing nice, slow, and steady. You can slowly raise both hands up, reaching as far as you can. And exhale, bringing the right hand down and reaching the left hand over towards the right. So stretching out the left side of the body, stretching out the hip joints, And slowly bringing both hands up, reaching, and exhale down, bringing the left hand down and reaching the right hand over towards the left. So stretching out the right side of the body. Inhale, reaching both arms up, reaching, and then exhale, bringing the right hand down again, reaching the left hand over towards the right. Inhale, reaching the right hand back up, reaching. Exhale, bringing the left hand down, reaching the right hand over towards the left. So just stretching out the sides of our body and hip joints. You can slowly bring the hands back to your knees. We'll bring the left hand in front and the right hand behind the lower back. So taking a gentle twist, making sure to sit up nice and tall. Shoulders are back, gazing behind you if you can. And coming back to center, switching sides. So you can bring the right hand in front of you and then the left hand behind the lower back. So twisting towards our left, gazing behind us, shoulders are back. Remembering to keep our breathing nice, slow, and steady. Releasing the hands, coming back to center. You can go ahead and come onto your hands and knees. You want to have the knees about hip width apart. Hands are about shoulder width apart. And we're just going to take cat-cow here. Arching the back, head comes up, opening up the chest, head comes back down. Arching the back, tailbone comes down. So you can just take a few of these at your own pace. So just stretching out the core, stretching out the upper back muscles, shoulders, neck. So just taking a few of these at your own pace, remembering to breathe as you do these. And coming back to center. From here you can bring the right shoulder towards the right hip, so stretching out the left side of the body and then pivoting to the other side, so bringing the left shoulder towards the left hip, gazing back behind you, so stretching out the right side of the body. And do that again, so bringing the right shoulder towards the right hip, stretching out the left side of the body again, and then moving back over to our left shoulder towards the left hip, gazing back behind you and stretching out the other side. You can go ahead and bring the hips back, taking child's pose, coming back to our intention. What are some other ways that we can practice more gratitude in our life? Remember to be content. Someone on this earth could be praying for the blessings that you already have in your life. Remembering to not compare ourselves to others. Your life journey is so different from everyone else's. So everyone has their own life path, their own journey, their own reasons for the things that they go through. So just remembering to not compare yourself to others and just be content with your own life and the things that you're blessed with. You can go ahead and lift the chest up and extend the right foot in between the hands. Inhale the head up and exhale forward fold over your right leg. So stretching out the right hamstring, taking a moment to breathe here and just embracing the stretch. Gently lifting the head up. You can go ahead and lift the chest up. Raise the arms up, so taking a really low lunge, bringing the arms back, taking cactus arms. So you want to bring the elbows down just slightly. Inhale, raising both arms up. So again, in a really low lunge, the right leg is in front. And then exhale, bringing both hands down to the mat. You can go ahead and bring the right foot over towards the outer edge of the mat, and you can stay on top on your hands, lifting up the chest, gazing up. Or you can come down onto your forearms if you're flexible enough. So just taking whatever modification feels best for you. So just stretching out the hip flexor on the left side as well as the hamstring on the right leg. Slowly coming back up, lifting up the chest. Inhale, raising both arms up, reaching. Bringing the hands together, we're going to take a twist. So bringing the hands to heart center, twisting, bringing the left elbow to the right knee. So taking a gentle twist, gazing up if you can, balancing and breathing. Inhale, bringing the chest back to center, reaching the arms up. And exhale, bringing both hands down to the mat. Coming back into our tabletop position. We'll do the same flow on the other side. So you're going to bring the left foot in between both hands. Inhale, raising the head up. And then exhale, forward fold over your left leg this time. So embracing the stretch on the left leg. Just noticing how you feel. One side could be tighter than the other. I know my left side is always tighter, so you may feel a little bit tighter on one side than the other, which is okay. Inhale, raising the head up. You can go ahead and bring the left foot in a little bit, getting ready for our low lunge. Inhale, reaching both arms up, and then slowly bringing the elbows down, taking a gentle baby back bend into cactus arms. Inhale, reaching both arms up, and then bringing the hands down to the mat. And you can walk your left foot over to the outer edge of your mat. You can stay on your hands here with the chest open, gazes up. Or if you're feeling flexible enough, you can come all the way down onto your forearms and just relax the neck and the head down. So just embracing the stretch on the left hamstring as well as the right hip flexor. And always feel free to modify any of these postures that I suggest. This is your practice, so if any of these postures don't feel right for you, you can feel free to modify. So you can go ahead and lift the chest up. Inhale, reaching both arms up. And then we're going to bring our hands together, bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to twist on the other side. So you're going to bring the right elbow towards the left knee, so twisting on the left side this time. Gazing up if you can. Remembering to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is so important with yoga. Inhale, reaching both arms up. And then exhale, bringing both hands down to the mat, coming back into our tabletop position. And we can slowly bring our hips back into child's pose and just taking a moment again to reflect on gratitude. Some other ways to practice gratitude is to start a gratitude journal. You can write your thoughts in your journal regarding what you're grateful for each day, talking about how you feel. Maybe you compare the difference from last year to the new year and the many blessings that you have. And just noticing how life has changed and just remembering to be grateful. So starting a gratitude journal is a great idea. So we're going to go ahead and tuck our toes, lift the hips up, taking our first downward facing dog. You can go ahead and walk your feet in a little bit. And I like to pedal my feet, so just doing whatever feels best for you. You can bring the left heel down, the right heel down, so just stretching out the hamstrings and the calves. And just doing whatever feels best. You can bring the hips from side to side, bringing the left hip towards the right, or the left hip towards the left shoulder, right hip towards the right shoulder, stretching out the lower back. Stepping to the top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, reaching, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat, taking a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Lowering down into upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And just taking a moment to breathe. You want to have the hands about shoulder width apart, and the feet should be about hip width apart. Stepping to the top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing, reaching. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take one more sun salutation. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat, taking your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Lowering down into chaturanga. Lifting up into upward facing dog, really opening up the chest. Gaze is looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just taking a moment to breathe here. Remembering to practice nice, slow, steady breathing. Stepping to the top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing, reaching. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So just taking a moment here to breathe, just noticing how you feel. Maybe noticing the heartbeat. And just breathing here in mountain pose. Go ahead and practice a few standing postures, starting with triangle pose. So you want to have the right foot in front with the heel matching the arch of the back foot. So the right foot is in front, left foot is in back, reaching the right arm out, grabbing the ankle or toe of the right foot, and then reaching the left arm up. So you want to make sure you're twisting so you can really open up the chest to breathe. Inhale, coming up to standing, pivoting to the other side. So now the left foot is in front. You want to make sure the heel of the front foot matches the arch of the back foot. You're going to reach the left arm out, reaching as far as you can, and then exhale, grabbing the ankle or toe of the left foot, twisting the torso, lifting the right arm up. So you want to make sure you're really twisting to open up the chest to breathe. Inhale, coming up to standing. You can bring your hands to heart center, and you want to have the legs wider than hip width apart and turn the feet outwards, getting ready for a goddess squat. So our hands are in prayer, and you want to bring the hips down almost like you're going to sit into a chair. You can bring the hands onto the knees, and we're going to bring the right shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale, coming back up, maintaining the squat position, bringing the left shoulder towards the right knee. Twisting and maintaining the goddess squat. We'll do that again, bringing the right shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale, lifting the chest up, bringing the left shoulder towards the right knee again. Still in our goddess squat, you can bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, straightening the legs, reaching both arms up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. You want to slowly bring your hands down to the mat and try to align the fingers with the toes, and you can point the feet inward this time, and you're going to take a forward fold and then walk your hands as far as you can and really engage the core here. You don't want to just hang in your forward fold. You really want to engage the core as you're in your forward fold to help push you through a little bit deeper. Inhale, raising the head up. You want to take both hands, taking the two peace sign fingers, grabbing the two big toes, and then taking another forward fold, trying to have the elbows facing towards the ceiling. Inhale, raising the head up, bringing the hands to the hips. Inhale, coming all the way up back to stand. Getting ready for a tree pose, you want to put all of the weight in the left foot, and you can bring the sole of your right foot and the inner thigh of your left leg. And bringing your hands to heart center, finding your balance, and when you're ready, go ahead and reach both arms up. Finding a spot to stare at to help you focus and balance. Exhale, bringing both hands down to heart center. We'll switch sides with the legs, so bringing all of the weight into the right foot, and we're going to bring the sole of the left foot into the inner thigh of the right leg this time. Finding your balance, bringing your hands to heart center, and when you're ready, go ahead and reach both arms up and balancing. And in your tree pose, make sure your feet are not on the knees. You want to make sure it's either above the knee or below the knee. You don't want to have your foot on the knee because that could not be good for the knee joints. We're going to get ready for a half moon. So you want to have all of the weight in the right foot, and you want to bring your right hand down, and then as your right hand is down, try to lift the left arm up as well as you extend the left leg out behind you. And feel free to modify, and when you're ready, you can bring that back foot down, and we'll switch sides. So now most of the weight is in the left leg. You want to bring the left hand down to the mat, and as you're going to lift the right hand up, you want to extend the right leg out behind you. And if you have a block, that can help as well to help you balance. And looking down at the mat can help you with balancing as well. And coming back to standing, inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Making your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat. Taking your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Lowering down into chaturanga, lifting up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just taking a moment to breathe. Again, coming back to our intention gratitude. What's another way that we can bring more gratitude and contentment into our life? You can volunteer. Think of a cause or something that's special to you. You can volunteer your time. Volunteering is a great way to give to others that are in need, as well as a reminder to you to appreciate your own life. So I think volunteering is a great way to bring more gratitude and contentment into your life. So we're in a seated posture. The legs are spreaded as in a straddle position. You want to have the feet flexed up towards the ceiling, and you're going to walk your hands out in front of you, taking a forward fold. So embracing the stretch on the inner thighs, and then walking your hands over to your right leg. Inhale the head up, and then exhale, forward fold over your right leg. And just embracing the stretch on the right hamstring. Also stretching the left side of the torso. Inhale, raising the head up and walking the hands over to your left leg. Inhale, raising the head up, and then exhale, forward fold over your left leg this time. And as we're in this straddle position, you want to try to keep the feet flexed and toes pointed towards the ceiling. Remember to keep the face relaxed as you're breathing. And walking the hands back to center and taking one more forward fold as the arms are extended, feet are flexed up towards the ceiling. Walking the hands back up. You can bring the soles of your feet together, getting ready for a butterfly pose. And you can just bring both hands underneath the feet. Inhale the head up, and then exhale, forward fold. And as you're in this posture, you can use your elbows to press against the legs to really stretch the inner thigh, relaxing the neck and the head. Inhale, coming back up to seated. You can go ahead and place the left leg horizontal in front of you, getting ready for fire log pose. So you can take the right ankle, place it on top of the left knee, or if that's too much for you, you can just place the left ankle in front of the right knee. So just deciding which variation feels best for you. But if you can, try to stack the legs and taking a forward fold. So just walking your hands out in front of you, just enough to feel a nice gentle stretch in the hip joints. And again, if anything feels too much for you, feel free to modify. And we'll do the other side. So you want to have the right leg on the bottom this time, horizontal in front of you. And then the left ankle is going to come on top of the right knee. Or again, if that's too much, you can place the right ankle in front of the left knee. But if you can, go ahead and put the ankle on top of the knee, and then just gently walk your hands out in front of you, just enough to feel a stretch in the hip joints. Remembering to breathe, relaxing the neck and the head, keeping the face relaxed. Inhale, coming back up to seated. And just taking a comfortable seated posture, coming back to our intention, coming back to our breathing, slowing down the breathing as we're getting close to the end of our practice. Inhaling in slowly and exhaling slowly. Remembering to choose happiness today. Thanking God for the many blessings that He has blessed you with today. Happiness doesn't start when this or that happens, or when this and this or that changes. Happiness starts when you can learn to appreciate what God has blessed you with today, and learning to appreciate your own life journey and your own life path, and embracing that. You can bring your hands to heart center, thumbs at the sternum. Again, just taking a moment to be grateful. finding something that we're grateful for today, remembering to give God thanks for waking us up every day. Each morning, remember to give God thanks for a new day. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today. I want to wish you many blessings, and I hope you remember to practice gratitude and learn to be more content in your life. Thank you so much for practicing. Thanks for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Make sure you like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you guys next time, and you have a great week.